Welcome to Corazon Speaks. In today's program, I'll be doing something totally different from our usual programs. Today, I have invited in our midst a young, vibrant young man who has been motivating people and been inspiring young guys over there and young ladies. Therefore, I have invited him. He has authored a book and we want to discuss about his book. We want to discuss the lessons and why you should go out there and pick up the book and read. Like I said earlier, today we'll be talking about this wonderful book. I have read this book and it has been so inspiring to me. Therefore, I've thought it wise to invite the author to talk more about this book. But before we go on, the title of this book is Living Happily and Ever Smiling. How to transform your life to long and lasting happiness. But before we could talk about this book, let's join me to welcome the author of this book in the person of Kenneth Onwuzuka. You're welcome to Corazon Speaks.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Alright, if you are new to our channel, please, we'll want you to subscribe to our channel because on weekly basis we'll be having a programs like this. So for you not to miss out to any of our program, please subscribe right away so that you don't have to miss out in any of our program. And remember to turn on the notification bell so that you will get the notification anytime our video turns out. Today we'll be talking about 5 key lessons why you should read this book. But before then, I want to talk about more about the author whom we're having as a guest today, Kenneth Onwuzuka. Who is Kenneth Onwuzuka? Kenneth Onwuzuka is a final year student of Madonna University. He is also the CEO of Destino Born Shorelight, DBS. Therefore, I have invited him over for him to share the lessons of this book. You're welcome once again.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, so Coach, the first thing we would like to hear from you is, we want you to tell us what inspired you to write this book.
First of all, Coach, I want to actually thank you for inviting me to your platform to talk about living happily and ever smiling. And to our followers out there, to the followers of this platform, Corazon Speaks, I'm happy to be here and to tell you about the inspiration of writing this book, Living Happily and Ever Smiling. I would say that what inspired me to write this book is actually because of the conflict between happiness and sadness in our life. It is a major issue. People want to enjoy life in harmony with peace, but there seems to be things that disturb our happiness. You look at people are complaining of, bad government, bad leadership in our country today. I can actually translate their aggression into I am not happy. They are not happy. It's simply what they are saying is that they are not happy. And that is what this book is here to do. The chief aim of life is to be happy.
I have personally read this book and the book has changed my life. With the help of this book, I have learned how to smile and be happy in all situations. And that is why I have invited this young man in our platform to discuss more on this book so that you should go out there and pick up a copy. Therefore, Coach, we would want you to share with us maybe 3 to 4 or 5 lessons someone can learn from this book.
Thank you very much for this question of some of the lessons that can be learned from living happily and ever smiling. The first thing I want you to know about this book is that it will show you how to achieve long and lasting happiness. It's not an issue of being happy momentarily. For a moment, you experience happiness and then after some time it is gone. Happiness is something that should stay. one of the world's most influential leader up to this moment is Christ. And he said that he came that we will have life and have it more abundantly. And I think this book is focused towards that direction in order to achieve long and lasting happiness for yourself, and then to be able to give it to others too. The next thing about this book is that it will give hope, consolation, and solution to a troubled heart. That is, it will help you to be happy even in difficult situations. You look at our world, a lot of change will be brought on in your life. How do you cope? How do you persevere in the midst of all these challenges that life will bring on your journey? This book will address them. In that regard, I talked about in this book, herein you will find about some challenges that affect our happiness. Some of them are anger. We talk about anger issue. It is something many people are suffering from. You talk about disunity. You talk about failure. In fact, you find out these days people are saying that if you have not failed at something, you've not tried anything yet. But the point I'm trying to make is that these things affect our happiness. Most of the times when people experience these things, they lose their happiness completely. So this book will show you how to put up with these things and persevere in the end and still maintain your happiness and smile. The next thing this book will do for you also is that it is a reliable companion on how to live happily and ever smiling. If you look at the title of this book, it talks about living happily and ever smiling. I have been able to receive a lot of testimonies and calls concerning this book on how people's life have been transformed daily on this book. And as at 2007, we'll run out of stock on the selling of this book. We'll have the e-copy, we'll have the paperback, and it is doing very well. What am I saying? What I'm trying to say is that this book is a reliable and strong companion on how to achieve happiness, on how to live happily and ever smiling every day. It is continuous. You know, when you look at it, you ask yourself, is it possible? Because you are struggling with it. You have tried everything in your life and you find out that this happiness thing is not working. If you are having that kind of problem, if you're asking yourself, what am I doing in this world? Are other people different from me? Those people are living in happiness. Is it different from me? Then this book is for you. You need to look for this book and you need to get it. And you need to read it. And it's not just about reading it. You need to imbibe in you the lessons in this book, the insight in this book. It took a lot of years to write, over 5 years to come up with this book, with intensive research. So it is a reliable companion on your journey to achieve happiness. And I know that one of your chief aim in life is happiness. You want to enjoy life in harmony with peace. And then it's not working. You need this book and you see how it will work. And finally, like I have said, if you look at everything I'm saying, it is all about how to rejoice with a joy that radiates. What am I saying? Last thing I want to tell you about this book, it is a pathfinder to true happiness and smile.
Coach, I believe that the whole essence of life is about happiness. You get? And there is this quote, there's a quote on page 40 that captivated me so much, which I would like our viewers to equally hear about it, and you just summarize about it. And it says, do not let problems of life stop you from being happy. When you meet what will make you angry, smile. Can you say something about this?
Well, I'm not surprised that it amazes you about that quote, because this is something we encounter in our lives every day. We come across issues that upset us. We come across things that disappoint us. We come across crazy circumstances of life. Until a person understands that there are things in this world that will upset you, then you will not be able to be happy in this world. Recently, I lost my mom precisely on 1st January 2019. It is a sad circumstance for the family and for me, especially as the first child. To tell you, it is the hardest thing I have ever faced. but I'm happy. And I am still maintaining the right attitude. My peace is still there, and my happiness is still in check. Because true happiness is found on God, and for you to get it, you have to tune into God. So it is not on what you see. What we have in this world are temporary. So when you meet what will make you angry, you need to be smile. You have to use those things as stepping stones, as challenges. You have to use those challenges, those circumstances as stepping stones to achieve happiness in this world. A lot of people have done it. Because somebody else have done it, I believe that you too can do it. Thank you. For aspiring authors, since writing my first book, it has become a journey for me. Now I not just write book, but what I do, I help people to become authors too. And I'm a certified and registered publisher. And what I want to say to you who is aspiring to be an author is believe in yourself, believe in what you do, and believe that your work will be able to transform lives out there, and then start where you are. So what I want to advise is this: when you're coming out, let your work be quality. Don't just do anything and bring out. The problem we have is that we have so many authors in Nigeria, but most of their work cannot stand the quality of the international market. So let the international market be your focus when you are writing. And not just the market, let people be your focus. Let the message you want to pass be the basic thing first. Let that be the most important thing. What do you have, what do you want to offer, and then bring it out. And I know as you do that, you'll be able to achieve a more happier and rich life. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. If you have watched up to this level, I so much appreciate you. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe, because like I said earlier, on weekly basis we'll be having inspirational and motivational videos for you out there. So please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you don't have to miss out on any of our videos. Comment and share this video. Thank you very much, and I love you all.